Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think yesterday we have described the reagent and the condition which are utilized during the scheme number 18, that is the second last scheme that we have described in our previous lectures. As well as in addition to that, we also describe how NOE occur between H10 and H7 as well as H10 and H17 of the figure number 3 in structure number 9 plus 95, whereas how NOE is not observed in structure number 92, that also we have eventually discussed in our previous lecture. Now, what we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss the scheme number 19, which is a total synthesis of Van Husserl B structure plus D2 means diastereomer of the Van Husserl 2 that we are going to discuss over here. So, exactly opposite to that, let us beginning with the structure number minus 25. How it is represented, let us see over here. This is the structure which I am representing here. This is the structure number 25 minus 25 which I am representing over here. See here, this is a structure which I am representing. You observe carefully how I am representing this structure over here, so that you can see over here, here is the same. After that, this group will be protected at 1,3 position like this, O, like this, and now here is a group which is hydroxy group, primary alcohol group which is a free over here. Now, here the hydrogen atom, here the group, protected group with bomb which is above the plane, and now the hydroxy group at this 12 position which is also below the plane. Now, this 5-member ring containing one carbon-carbon double bond. Now, the ring number A which is associated with the group, this is a isopropylene group as well as which contain the group which is secondary protected hydroxyl group. The hydrogen atom at this corner which remains above the plane as well as the hydrogen atom at this corner point also remains below the plane, and this is the structure number minus 25. Observe this structure carefully. And after this, when we add the reagents, there we are going to add a different reagent. Reagent number A, which I am going to imply here, is a TeSCl, which is a protecting group for hydroxyl group. Then second B structure, the B structure will be KHMDS, then followed by ClCO2Me, and after that C will be HF and the pyridine, and D reagent will be this one OAC twice, and the tempo followed by TMPO, tempo, and the structure of the tempo and the full form we already learned. This is a free radical reagent used along with either this or one more additive can be used over here. After addition all of this, so what do you get? These alcohol get converted into the group which is aldehyde group. Let me draw that structure once again over here. This is a structure I am representing here, 5-membered ring. Then there is a this type of the 5-membered ring joined to this. Then there is a this group further attached over here. This is above, this group must be below, here group above. This is a O, S, E, M, as well as here the oxygen atom. This oxygen atom should be below the plane, that is protected. Now at this position, whatever alcohol is there, primary alcohol get converted into as aldehyde. This double bond remains as it is, and at this position the compound which is the below the plane and which is what is that, CO, then MEO2, that is a group attached over here, and here is a one more group which is above the plane, that is protected primary alcohol with bomb. Now this A ring contain isopropylene group as well as protected secondary alcohol with bomb, and the hydrogen atom at this corner point it remains as it is. The hydrogen atom which is present at this position also remains as it is, and this is the structure which we got over here. This is nothing but as a structure number minus 97. Minus means enantiomerically pure compound we got over here. And after that 97, when that 97 treated with the reagent which I am going to represent over here. Now you can keep your continuity here for to understand. Here I am showing this arrow like this. I am adding the reagent over the 97, structure number 97, which is a very important one, SMI2. SMI2, samarium diiodide, and the additives are used as HMPA, that is a hexamethyl phosphoramide, and which is used here for the cyclization. After the cyclization, what do you get over here? So remember, and here we are going to get the structure number 98, and which I am representing here. You can see over here, this is the structure which I am representing here, the 6-membered ring which containing as a this double bond over here, then the 5-membered ring. 5-membered ring were joined with another 5-membered ring. This is a 5-membered ring which is connected over here. This is a isopropylene group protected with same, and here the group which is protected with this, and now the hydroxyl group which is above the plane which is shown over here, OH. Now at this position that group, the protected group with bomb OBOM, which is as it is. Now you come back to the structure number A, which is associated with isopropylene group as well as protected with secondary alcohol, that the hydrogen atom which is at this point should remain above the plane. Here this is the hydrogen atom which always remains below the plane. The hydrogen atom which is at this position which is also remains above the plane. So, this is the structure, and that structure is nothing but as a plus 98. The structure number 98 we got after the treatment with samarium diiodide with HMPA, hexamethyl phosphoramide, which was employed over here. And after this, now I am going to add the reagent in 98, and I am going to get the another structure. Now you can remember your sequence by observing properly. And now I am adding here the reagent. The reagent is a F. F is a TeSCl followed by G reagent. G is a Li, D, Bb, and after the addition of these reagents F and G, what do you get? You are going to get the structures are like this. The structure you are going to get over here is a 5-membered ring here connected with another 5-membered ring, immediately followed by 6-membered ring. Then there will be a 5-membered ring, and 5-membered ring has then there will be another 5-membered ring, and this is a one more spiral type of the structure which is also as a 5-membered ring. Here is the isopropylene group which is protected by same. Now here is a another O group which is O, is protected like this. Here the group which is above the plane should be get protected over TES, and here there is a group, not this one, this is a group which is deprotected, that is hydroxyl group. And now coming back to the ring number A, which containing as a isopropylene group as well as another protected hydroxyl group with bomb. Now the hydrogen atom at this corner which is remains above the plane, and the another hydrogen atom should remain below the plane at this position, and here the hydrogen atom should be above the plane. So, that is the structure which we got over here, and that structure is nothing but as a plus 90 plus 99, that is the structure which we got after the addition of these reagent. Now, let me show another thing which I am going to do over here. So, now I am inverting that arrow. You just remember, you make your you stay with your connectivity, and now this 99 structure when added the reagent H, which is PHIOAC twice in a tempo TMPO tempo, as well as I reagent, and which is a AC2 acetic anhydride in 4-DMAP, that is a compound, that is the reagent added. After the addition all of these reagent, what you are going to get, and that is the structure number 100. We are going to get the century over here of the structure. So, here I am showing the structure number 100. So, you can see this structure carefully. So, here is a structure I am representing. So, here you can remember the structure 5-membered ring. Here is a isopropyl group O, SE, M. Here is another hydroxy group. Here is a hydroxy group that protected. Now, that is a group which is above the plane O TES, and this hydrogen atom it remains above the plane. Now, this is the group which is converted into, this group is converted into as a aldehyde group. This primary alcohol get converted into as a aldehyde with this oxidizing reagent, and here deprotection followed by here coming back to the ring number A, which associated with that isopropylene group followed by this one O AC acetyl group, and now here the hydrogen atom which is above the plane, and the at this corner point the hydrogen atom should be below the plane, and this is the structure number minus 100. So, this is the pure enantiomerically pure compound we got over here, and after getting as this structure, now I am going to represent another structures. So, let me clean the board first, then you can observe that one. Now, after that, this arrow you can remember. Now, there is a J reagent, and J reagent will be the HF in presence of pyridine, and followed by K reagent. K reagent will be aqueous hydrochloric acid HCl. After the addition of all these reagents, what you are going to get? You are going to get the structure which is a D2 diastereomer of Van B, and which I am going to represent over here. You can observe this structure carefully. So, this is a structure I am representing over here. This is a 5-membered ring joined over here like this. This is another 5-membered ring. Here the another 5-membered ring joined over here. So, this one, the isopropyl group should be above the plane. Here the hydroxy group should be above the plane. Here the hydroxy group should be below the plane. Here the hydroxy group should be above the plane. Here the hydrogen atom should be above the plane. Now, coming back to the structure number A, which is associated with isopropylene group followed by this one O AC acetyl group. Now, the hydrogen atom at this point is above the plane, and here the hydrogen atom that should be below the plane. So, this is the structure we got over here. This is the structure is nothing but as a plus D2 diastereomer of 2 we got over here, and here in bracket look at here C10, then C13, C14, C13, C14 as well as C17, C18, C17, C18 and C21, C25, C21, C25 as well as C26, C26, C28 EP2, C28 EPmer 2, which is represented over here. So, whatever the carbon atom mentioned here, it means that at that position the nature of that hydrogen atom is if in a, because diastereomer is exactly opposite that bonds are there, and that is I am trying to represent over here. So, this is all about the scheme number 19, that is a total synthesis of Van B structure plus D2 that we have seen over here. In their earlier investigation, the wrong diastereomer plus 25, see the structure 13, scheme 13 arising from the union of vinyl iodide minus 26 and aldehyde plus minus 27 was employed as a model system in order to scout the chemistry that lay ahead prior to committing the more precious diastereomers, that is minus 24 scheme 13 and later on minus 88 scheme 17 to further elaboration. As the campaign for the search of the true structure of the Van Husserls intensified, this practice became even more important and provided a greater level of thoroughness, and it was for these reasons that we carried diastereomers plus 25 to the end product Van Hussel B structure D2, C10, C13, C14, C17, C18, C21, C25, C26, C28 EP twice through a similar, albeit as it turned out, shorter route. Scheme 19 summarizes the pathway to D2 from plus 25 obtained from plus 70 by exposure to TBAF as shown in scheme 13. As thus conversion of diol plus 25 to the cyclization precursor aldehyde carbonate minus 97 proceeded through the same 4 step and in a similar yield as those described for its congener compound minus 24 scheme number 14 as a summarized in scheme number 19. Interestingly, however, when aldehyde carbonate minus 97 was exposed to the same SMI2 mediated condition as those previously employed in the case of minus 89 scheme 17, that is SMI2 HMPA THF minus 10 degrees centigrade hydroxyolefin plus 98 was formed in 73% yield and as a single diastereomer. This result is in contrast to the cyclization of the diastereomeric counterpart of this substrate precursor minus 89, which led to diastereomeric products C scheme 17. The structural assignment of the newly obtained polycyclic system plus 98 was based on NOE experiment, see figure 3, which we already discussed in our previous lecture. So, that detected the seen relationship between H10, H27, NOE observed between H10 and H7, no NOE observed. Even more intriguing was the realization that the stereochemical configurations at C10 and C28 relative to the D ring domain were exactly the same as the observed for the model system plus minus 29 as described above C scheme 5, which we already learned in our previous lecture. A possible explanation for the stereochemical outcomes of these SMI2 mediated ring closures will be discussed in a separate section, which is below, and processing forward with the synthesis, the path to the final product was short and swift, as it was based on the chemistry already developed for the related advanced intermediate plus 94 C scheme 18, and thus as shown in a scheme 19 plus 98 was converted to aldehyde acetate minus 100 via diol plus 99 through a 4-step sequence involving TES protection of the C28 hydroxyl group KHMDS TESCl, removal of the bomb group LIDBB 92% yield for the 2 steps. Third one, pH IOAC2 tempo, oxidation of the primary alcohol 89% yield, and acetylation of the C29 hydroxyl group AC2O4 PMP. Finally, global deprotection of the precursor -100 through sequential treatment with HFPY pyridine 89% yield and aqueous HCl 92% overall yield led to the targeted Vanucell B structure plus D2, which is originally corresponding to dihydroxyacetate, net shown as we expected, rightly or wrongly, as it finally turned out the NMR spectroscopic data, the structure of this natural product did not match with the natural product. Then in the mechanistic consideration of the SMI2 mediated cyclization, which was a very important step in that, and finally they concluded for this article is that in this article they described their endeavor that led to the total synthesis of the originally assigned structure 2 of the Vanucell B, and this success however only proved that the structure was erroneously assigned to the natural product and thereby defining a new challenge, that of depicting the structure of Vanucell B and its congener Vanucell A. As expected, these undertaking resulted in the development of several synthetic strategies and technologies that would prove valuable in the next phase of the program and eventually lead to the revision of the structure and the total synthesis of both Vanucells A and B. And these included efficient synthetic routes that made readily available in multigram quantities the required building block, their efficient coupling, the crucial SMI2 mediated cyclization reaction that forged the final ring of the Vanucell skeleton, and the impressively regio and stereoselective hydroboration of the conjugated dyne system to install the correct stereochemical configuration at C10 and C28. The application of this enabling technology and the interplay between chemical synthesis, NMR spectroscopic and molecular design that led to the completion of this project are described in this article. So, this was the total description about this whole article in as per as my what we can call it as a opinion, whatever I feel, I describe the whole article in my way. So, in a future, after completion of the next molecule we are going to discuss, that is a phenaic acid, which is also included at this in this section, because we are discussing about the MSc second organic chemistry semester 4 CCTP 10, previously known as CHO 440 chemistry of natural product. So, the last molecule remaining in this, here we have completed that Vanucell A and B originally assigned structures. So, their NMR spectra and the what we can call it as the transition states of that SMI2 mediated, that is there, but that if we get the time, then we will discuss as well along with after the completion of that phenolic acid, we will, if the situation is like this, then we will see how the multiple choice question will appear on it that we are trying to solve, trying to how to, what are the trick to solve that multiple choice questions as far as the online examination is concerned. Regarding that, we will discuss in our future lectures. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.